Two of the strongest sword factions in the game currently, and two very popular factions, are the Boii and Tylis. And a lot of people wonder which units are the best of tribal warriors and sword followers. These units are different. They are both very strong units, but let's just compare their stats to begin with. The melee attack and weapon damage is 30 and 40 of the tribal warriors. It's 39 and 40 for the sword followers. So that means that the sword followers are going to be able to hit more targets more easily in melee. The charge bonus is 27 for the sword followers, and the melee defense is 57. For the tribal warriors, the charge bonus is 26 and the melee defense is 70. For the sword followers, the armor is 75. For the tribals, it's a massive 95. The health of the sword followers is 60. It's also 60. It's 65. Sorry, it's 60 for the tribal warriors. The morale is 65 for the sword followers, and it is 55 for the tribal warriors. They both have shield wall. So for this test, I am joined by Blade Master. He is going to control the tribal warriors, and I'm going to control the sword followers. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to charge them in against each other on a flat map. We're going to give a single click attack order, and then we're going to start charging and see how they do. So they do about the same on the charge. It's very even here, super close. The higher melee attack of the sword followers means that they will hit the tribal warriors more, but the higher armor of the tribal warriors means that they are going to be able to withstand the hits well. So although the stats on these units are, the tribal warriors are your essential tanky unit, while the sword followers are your essential offensive unit, the sword followers and the tribal warriors are very similarly matched. The morale is a lot better for the sword followers, so they should be able to stay in the fight for a longer time, even when they are losing. But just looking at the kills here, you can see how even it is. In this fight, the tribal warriors are going to win against the sword followers. And this is not using shield wall. So 99 kills versus 90, 100 kills. So the sword followers are fighting for a long time, but the tribal warriors managed to win. Over here, the case was the reverse. The sword followers beat... This is pretty funny actually, because the sword followers over here beat the tribals with 34 men remaining, and over here the tribal warriors beat the sword followers with 26 men remaining. And because of the random nature of the game, how damage is calculated, how hits are calculated, you're going to have a randomness to the results. But charging the sword followers into the tribal warriors here, we're going to see who is going to come out on top if this was a battlefield situation. And it looks like the tribal warriors are going to be defeated by the sword followers in this instance. Sword followers are very depleted, but they were able to defeat the tribal warriors. Now, we didn't use the shield wall ability in this case, and I think we need to, because both units have a shield wall ability. The difference is that the shield wall ability gives a boost to melee defense and armor in relation to its starting value, and it's going to give a bonus to the shield in relation to its starting value. So when the tribal warriors, let's just have a look here. The tribal warriors have 95 armor. The sword followers have 75. So, and just to be clear on that, the increased defensive stats are coming from the shield. The increased armor is coming from the shield, not on the base armor on the units. So what me and Blade Master are going to do here is that we're going to charge in the sword followers against the tribal warriors. And then we're going to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to try to synchronize the shield wall as well as we can. So let's see if me and Blade Master is able to do that. I think we managed to do it fairly synchronized. So we're going to start moving. We're going to charge in. We're going to count 5, 3, 2, 1. And the shield walls should start happening at approximately the same time. That's pretty well synchronized, I'd say. So the tribals are again even with the sword followers on the charge. But as you can see from the stats, the tribal warriors are getting 102 armor and 84 melee defense, while the sword followers are getting 70 melee defense and 82 armor. So they're going to get a 7 boost to their armor. The tribal warriors get a 14 boost to their melee defense. And the melee defense of the sword followers is now as good as the tribal warriors' melee defense when the tribal warriors are out of shield wall. So in shield wall, the tribal warriors are going to do better against the sword followers and going to be able to defeat the sword followers. And over here the case is the reverse. This shows very nicely, I think, how evenly matched these two units are. But the magic in how effective sword followers are doesn't lie in their ability to defeat tribal warriors 1 against 1, because sword followers are more expensive than tribal warriors. The real magic of the Boii lies in these heavy horse, and I'll show you a short test afterwards to illustrate how massively the heavy horse can impact the outcome of engagements and the outcome of a battle. So there you have it. The tribal warriors and the sword followers are super evenly matched. Both very good, very dangerous units. The sword followers are better offensively, so they're going to be able to get more kills faster against enemy units, while the tribal warriors are going to be able to match the sword followers by being able to stay in the fight longer and do their damage over time with their lower melee attack. Strength and honor.